What's up guys, Predator here. We have a pretty good pull again at 2-5 and I thought I should record another session. Let's see which what kind of action we do have today. So when he does bet pot on the turn, I'm not sure. It is a limp pot. Not sure which kind of bluff he might have, but we're not folding yet the flush. When he bets again on the river, we're gonna fold. Yeah. Just spewing around. Aces on two tables. Let's see. Do we manage to get action at least on one table? One. Just cut the blinds as expected, and an R2. Yes. Very typical when we do have aces that we get just the blinds. Yeah. On this board I can side up also, so I would bet big with a backdoor flush draw, and depending on the run out I might barrel. This was not supposed to be a fold. I just misclicked. I just block bet on the turn with the most part of my range, and the squeeze. Against the squeeze we are not folding 8 because we flop a set. And when you know you flop a set, you're not supposed to fold ever, right? We don't have any raises after calling a squeeze on this board. And on the river on table 1, I don't see many worse hands, so I just check and let's hope we get a good run out here. Yes, we did get a good run out. Let's hope he jams. No, the check is not good. Check is not good because he most likely has a bluff, but we can't do anything but jamming. Maybe he calls with queens. Or I don't know what could he have. Could he have, yeah, with tanking. It's a shame. We didn't get the whole stack, but it's pretty good also. So when he checks, he might have a lot of a6 or combos around this board, so we are pretty high in our range, so we have showdown value. We don't bluff this combo. Yeah, we even took it down with queen high. Because yeah, he is supposed to bluff at least on the river some of the times this combo, but apparently he didn't, and he let us win. That's it, which is very good. This is why I don't like bluffing this combo. I would bluff like king 3 or queen 3 maybe, blocking straight and don't having too much showdown value, but don't like to back or in on with a combo like his, like 9-10 Jack 9 I would have bluffed, but this combo I don't like bluffing it. And here we can raise some of the time. He's donking two people, I just call here. Block betting, let's see. We don't have enough stats on him, so we're just raising to get a free river. Very interesting. He's a spewy player. When he insta 3-bet my raise, not sure. Not sure what to do here really, but I assume I cannot fold yet. And like I feared the worst river on the deck. If I wasn't dead, I'm pretty sure I'm dead now. We can check, we can bet this one. We can bet for value. Especially blocking the straight. Sizing up on this board, it's pretty fine. We would check raise this comms all the time, but against a big bet we're just calling. Yeah, overbetting on this try turn. Yeah, it's fine. He puts a lot of pressure, even if there are no flush draws. I'm not sure which draws he might have. I mean, I'm pretty sure he has some draws, but I block some of them with the 4 some low cards. So yeah, I just fold this time. And we're betting again here against two fishes. I like to play straightforward, even multi-way. I'm supposed to check a lot, so I'm just playing my hand, and I I think I let him bluff here. If he did something, if he had something like, I don't know, flush draw, gut shot, open ender there, he might bluff them. And I could have bet small to get a call from a 9 maybe. Yeah, he had 9. I'm pretty sure I would have get called with a 9. But on the other hand, he might have had a king with a flush draw, so that's why it is... It's close. I think exploitedly I could bet, I could check, so both options are fine. I didn't knew how aggressive is he with his floats, or yeah, that's why I checked, hoping to get a bet from him with his missed draws. Against the barrel here, we are folding. Against his very aggressive c-bet, we are just gonna bet check raise very big. Jack is not a good card, so we're gonna check. Checking back, he might have some showdown value, either with a pair or some ace highs, so we're not gonna bluff this. He's gonna check back all of his pairs and ace highs, and not gonna bluff them. So yeah, we just win with a pair. I guess he had ace high, ace king, yeah. So on the river, he's not gonna bluff ace high, and we're just gonna win. And his pairs is not gonna value bet, but he is not gonna bluff them anyway. I mean, if he had a pair of six, of sevens, eights, he's not gonna bluff them. So it's no point in betting there. So but on the same time, he's not gonna fold them either. So I don't know. I should bet maybe very big to make him fold sixes to nines, because a 10, pretty sure he wouldn't. He wouldn't fold. So yeah, no point in betting there. Turning this into a bluff or trying to get called by ace high. I was distracted here. This is 100% 3 bet this hand. I don't know what happened here. And we just bet for value now. I didn't. Can we get to 3 to value? Oh, pretty close. We try. Haha. What the fuck is this? Main raise. Yeah, I'm never good here, but I just want to see what he has. Queens, what the fuck? We should know this player. And he is betting half pot twice. Yeah, he's just representing a queen. Pretty hard to bluff with this size. I don't like this. I'm gonna fold this. Even I'm supposed to call, but exploitatively he's not supposed. I mean, he's not gonna bluff with his size too much. So yeah, I'm just gonna fold this time. You have a lot of 5x here, and I want to deny equity on the turn. We have also straight, so not sure if I should value bet this. I'm just gonna check fold if you bet. Yeah, doesn't make any sense, especially him being a bit tighter. So I don't think he'll ever bluff. And I block some of his bluff with a 9. He might get there. He have got there with 10s or already had a full house. So pretty unlikely that he's bluffing. Even it doesn't make too much sense. So with an overpay, he should have raised most of the turn. So doesn't make too much sense this size. And coming from an ET player, I don't like it. And he's betting here very big. A jack. He might bet a jack. I block king 10. I'm not sure about this. I hate this because I don't have too much time to think. I blocked a straight but and a queen, but he might have value bet a jack, an ace jack like this. So yeah, not sure. Against this line, delayed c-bet, bet check, bet. This is strange. I mean, this is a pretty uncommon line, so especially for bluffing, it is pretty uncommon. So I would usually overfold to this line. Pretty sure this was a call some of the time, but like I said, didn't have much time, so that's why I elected to fold this time. And we're just gonna go big. We're not gonna go big, just pot, not overbet. Yeah, just mark this player who called the queens on the small blind. even I'm never good against his min raise on the river. And knowing this, when calling there all the time, I'm just losing EV and money. I'm burning money. And this would be bad. But on other hand, a showdown tells me much more about him, and I'm gaining this EV back by seeing his hand and knowing what he's playing, how he's playing. So this is why uh, I I I do call there 2BB in a pot of 13 already. So what is this overbet from this short player? Not sure about. Very strange. He's potting here also. Very strange. I'm already not thrilled about. He might have tens, jacks, he might have floated, but not folding yet. And not sure. I am just gonna check fold. He might have bet a jack like this, or on overbet, and he might have check back a spot control on overbet. So I'm not. I don't. I'm pretty sure he wouldn't bluff this on the river. Yeah, he got there with an 8. Interesting. And what did he got? Ace jack. Very, very interesting. This is the same player, so now short, so pretty sure he's a weaker player. When he calls, he interacts with his board very good. So despite having a flush draw, I like to check to realize my equity, because he's gonna have all the 2 pairs in the world and also straights, so I don't like getting raised there in the turn. And now on the river, we're just betting big, hoping he has a 9 or 2 pairs. I'm blocking all of his 2 pairs. Even if it's unlikely he calls us, a 9 or 2 pair, they would have bet by themselves most likely. But yeah, we're trying at least. We can see that we can check, but I like to see bet range this board despite having blocked all of the good hands, and he cannot call with much there. But yeah, what did just happen here? He jammed, and where's the he jammed. Okay. king high board, it's high percentages. I mean, we can bet, we can check, but I like exploitative more to bet, especially with a backdoor flush draw. Uh, he he will float a lot, so depending on the run out, I'll barrel this. And with these positions here, I 3-bet 6-7 off. With this position, I don't call. I will call some of the time when being deeper, but 100 BB, I'm not gonna call a 4-bet with this hand, especially with this position. Not even on the button. So we can check this, and we can raise for value, I assume. And blocking one maybe. You have a lot of aces today, but we didn't manage to get any action, or at least the other hand where I flop set was the only hand I got called pre-flop actually, and he folded again. I got 3 blinds. Amazing, just amazing. And then we have kings, and when we get kings or queens, he has aces. I mean the villain. This is how it works usually. All the people are folding when I get these hands, and when I have something good or very good, the villain's having usually the best hand. I mean, when I don't have aces. This board I like to check, but with the backdoor flush draw I like to bet more, and also big, or 2 overs, and backdoor flush draw I can bet a lot. So this one the same, got shot 2 overs, backdoor. He's check raising. We're not gonna fold yet. Him being tied. So let's see, he is having 8% 4-bet from the on a pretty large sample, so we are gonna fold this almost all of the time. Don't think it does make too much sense to bet this size. He has a lot of 5x, right? But he has also sets and all of this stuff, so I do have also some 5x, so not sure if it does make too much sense to bet this size. Or if he wants to bet this size with his sets. So not sure. Besides just playing his hand, having a 5 and just random betting, I don't think this is a good size when betting this size all of the time. Okay, he can bet this, of course, when he has a 5, it's pretty fine, but I mean, range wise, he shouldn't bet this size all of the time. We pretty much lose to a queen here, but it does make too much sense to check a flush draw, especially from his perspective, and not sure he would fold something else. He might have a low flush with a queen x, so I don't like bluffing this. Yeah, like I said, queen x without a flush there might have folded to a jam, but like I said, doesn't make too much sense from his perspective that I check a flush there, and he might hero call some of the time. And I didn't invest too much in that pot to try to do this, knowing that the population is not not falling there too much against these lines where I don't represent the flush. and just betting normal size, hoping to fold anything but the flush would be optimistic. So I don't think even on a 4 to flush board the population is gonna fold all of the time. I tagged him a bit tighter, maybe he would have folded his hand, but yeah, I just try usually to exploit the tendencies and uh, not having uh, any other reads, to just not overbluff that spot. Actually, I could have called here. I don't know why I raised, because he has a lot of queens, kings, full. So the board being paired. Oh my god, this is why I don't like this raise, especially with the board being paired. So here we can pretty much bluff this one, and here we're gonna fold. We cannot see. I don't see any bluff here. Unfortunate river. But like I said, I much prefer to just call there and to bet big or raise the river when depending on his size, instead of raising when he wouldn't have been a paired board. Yes, I like to raise it also some of the time at least, but with a paired board with these low flushes, yeah, I would have liked more to call there. Yeah, I expected is that he will barrel a lot, so I already know flop don't like this call too much. So we can take advantage of our preflop uh, of our range nuttiness on this board, so bet just big when he floated with ace jack, ace queen. Of course he wouldn't fold a pair, but we have also backdoor flush draw. So on this card, this doesn't really impact with his range. I assume he wouldn't call ace 3 or pocket 3s, but he wouldn't fold either of a pair, and yeah, I'll just check fold here when he bets. It's not anything else we can do. And on this river, again, he might have all the pairs. He might have sometimes ace jack, ace queen, which with backdoor he might have floated the flop, but very unlikely. And don't think he would ever fold a pair here. We just give up. Yeah, unfortunate run out. Any queen or yeah, queen, king, ace would have been much better. With the king on ace would have done. We would have improved to a top pair, but the queen would have been also very good. We would have barreled the queen. Jack and a 10 uh, wouldn't have been great, and also the backdoor, the small cards, neither. So you saw I played just exploitatively, because GDO I'm supposed to jam some of the times turn or to liver, delayed river, but pretty sure, or to bet at least when not jamming. I'm pretty sure, but exploitatively, you see, I knew exactly what he has with the line, so most of the villains. So that's why I'm not. I like to not bluff that spot where I know exactly where I am, and I know that I don't get a fold there. So we just folding, checking here. He raised the threes. Interesting. I would have liked the threes, to raise here, but also to barrel on this turn. So especially when the board wasn't paired. So on a board, on a pair board, and then just checking the turn and checking the river. I mean, don't see too much sense for this. Protecting your hand from ace highs, yes, could be, but still don't like it. We are mostly forwarding this combo, cutoff versus button, king jack suited. See betting range. He would have some king queen ace queen off, maybe some king queen jack when he's pretty loose. He shouldn't have any queen x. And besides this, blocking his most important flush draws, he would have some under pairs. Some under pairs which might not fall the turn when the other flush draw opens on the turn. So I'm just checking this and try to realize my equity and reevaluate on the river. I just to jam. I like to jam against his short stack. Against 3x short stack, I like to jam this. Because this PR very small here, I don't like him to call with anything. We can jam this, but I don't think he would bet fold this with sevens or an eight, so I just check call and hope to get there. And now we can, let me think about it. Can we jam? No, we just call check against the regular. Against the fish I would have exploitedly just jammed, but against the regular we're just checking. Hope he doesn't have full. He might have eights or nines, but we are not falling. Actually, let me think about it. What he would jam here? Would he jam a queen here? I don't think so. Ooh, this is a pretty tough one. So he might jam ace queen with ace of spades, but beside this, would he bluff anything tens? It's a pretty tough one actually, but I think I have to call with this SPR. King queen without flush. Oh, interesting, very interesting. I didn't expect that really. I just thought which bluff he could have there, so I didn't. Let me just play this again. So when I check call the turn, I'm not sure what he puts me on. So I have traps like queens or some aces with ace of spades. Kings I bet pretty much all the time because he has all the ace x of spades, all the ace queen. So I don't see any reason to check the queens for the most part. So this is why just I don't see him. I don't exactly understand what he put me on. And we check here. Very unfortunate turn. I would pretty much donk this bet board a lot. And when he bets this size, he's pretty much saying he has something good he wants to get value from. So I might be dead against Jack 10. So the worst card in the deck here. So I just fold here. And I just go for value again against the pretty weak station play even over 36 hands. When he does raise, I mean, this is very strange. I did not expect a raise here. Oh my god. Oh my god. Now I'm pretty safe. So let's hope he doesn't have jacks. Oh, this was interesting. This merge raise on the turn. Oh my god. I thought for a second he might have jacks. Even it doesn't make any sense to raise the turn. but you cannot know what the recreation are doing. So against being involved with a recreational whale, as I tagged him, I just like to bet this hand, and this hand I would always I would sometimes 3-bet as a bluff, but I just checked and we just take our equity on the flop. And starting bluffing the turn. I could have overbet, but I think his showdown value wouldn't fall either, so I just take my showdown value now. King 7, pretty fair. Fair enough. This board I don't like to bet, even having against a weaker, tighter player. So it's just falling there here. Let me talk about a bit more about this hand. So check calling here. I will check call here, like maybe a queen jack, which I might have 4-betted pre-flop some of the times, yes. Or I check back, like I said, traps like queens or sometimes aces. And I would, which hand I would check back? Maybe some jacks, yes, I would check back some jacks. Which I have in my 4-bet range pretty much. But other than this, I don't know. I think, I assume he didn't put me on against this very small squeeze I just call with against 2 recreational. So I assume he just didn't put me on a flush draw when check calling. I assume he expected me to just bet all the flush draws on the turn. That's why he just jammed the river. Interesting. We have another 2 interesting spots here against this side. We can just call here, and we do we raise? Let's raise a bit. Hopefully he doesn't trap. Hopefully he doesn't trap here. And do we jam here? He has all the straights. He has ace queen. So yeah, against with this SPR, I assume we do jam. He exploited it at least. I had king jack. Unbelievable. 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 He had king jack. Exactly, king jack. He just raised king jack without backdoor. This seems pretty ambitious to me. I mean, don't like that raise on that board. Yes, on a dry board or backdoor at least. Yes, I'd like that. That's why I didn't like the jam actually on the turn. He can have all the straights, right? But you see, a jack was on the river on the first run out. So on one hand, I don't know where I'm standing when he's jamming. I have to fold, and when he does have like ace queen, he would check also, and I miss value because I can't value bet anymore. So exploitatively, I thought he might have like a merge value like ace queen, ace jack actually, or value bet like uh, ace queen, or even ace king. Ace king off, he might not have 4-betted. So yeah, that's why I jammed the turn. And yeah, I like jamming there with 10 some of the time at least, because if I would have had queens, yes, it didn't make that much sense, right? So because yeah, he could have tens, but beside this, he could I block his ace queen combos, so that's why it's less likely he has something for value. So that's why I like more to jam the tens, because he would have some of the times queens, yes, but not that much. So most of the times he would have king jack or ace queen, I assume, or ace king merge value there, and that's why against his range, even if he has trade like he had, uh, I have I still have enough outs, so some some equity to improve. So that's why, yeah, I like I like to jam there some of the time at least. This I like to squeeze some of the times, very low squeeze, but with this short stack involved, I don't like it. What exactly did he had on this other hand? Where I had king queen. Let me see. I'm not sure. Where's this hand? We're not folding this. He had tens. Yeah. Actually, I don't like it because I unblock. I mean, when there was, I mean, I don't like this bet with King of Hearts because I don't like that much barreling. You see, he's raising, but never mind. I mean, don't like that much barreling even if a hearts come, because he has all of the ace x of hearts. So with flush draw, with the ace of hearts on the board, I would have liked it, yes, to barrel this, but with ace of hearts unblocked and with him being short, yeah, I didn't like that much my bet there. And not opening all these low connectors, I'm gonna call this time. Very strange check. He should range bet. Very strange. Hmm. I think we bet for value now. I'm not sure. Should I bluff this? I think so. When he checked power twice, I'm pretty sure. Pretty sure he has weak ace or queens, kings, like something like this. Hope it doesn't. I plan to jam the river depending on the run out, but hopefully he doesn't have a trap or like to call me down with to put me on some missed backdoor flush draw and to call with kings, hopefully, because I tagged him as a station. Let's hope he doesn't call me to kings. Because this is his range when taking this line, besides a6, but I don't expect him to check back this a6 of on the turn, so pretty much hero calling. Just don't do it. Don't do it, bro. I don't have all of the... Oh my god. I just I just sweat a lot there. Because I won't do it this with uh let's say ace queen, because blocking his queens, I mean, for value, yes, I could do it, but I should think uh, on his range. So with this line, he pretty much has uh, low x, kings, queens, or 10x, right? So 10x what with which kicker? So most of the time king 10, queen 10, jack 10, right? So blocking these parts with a jack, ace queen, I wouldn't bet, I wouldn't jam for value with ace king blocking his queen x part. So that's why I'm rather jam there with ace 5, for instance, when he wants to call hero call, because I unblock his king, his Broadwood region. But still, would be pretty damn thin to jam there with ace low and expect him to call with his kings or queens or 10x. So that's why it doesn't make too much sense what the line I did. I took besides some straight with I have check back like 8-9 or 6-7 suited connector, which turned into pair on the turn, and then on the river I would have made a full house. But this was also unlikely because the 6 pair, so that's why I was not thrilled about my bluff, knowing he's a bit station. Uh, Pretty interesting here. I checked recently some of the time. Being so deep. Uh, so I'm blocking all of both of these flush draws. I like to bet this, despite him having h3 or some sets there. Here, king jack. It's pretty thin, so he has jack 10, ace jack. I block some of his floats with king. I check this time, I think. Interesting. Run a straight, got there. He might have a better king, might have a flush draw, so I don't think. Let me think about it. Block betting. Yeah, block betting exploitatively. With a flush, I would bet bigger. So it does make too much sense for me to bet this size, but let's try it exploitative to get value from ace king or king 10, maybe. Let's see. Ace king, yeah. Yeah, ace king without, I mean, ace king off, it's pretty, I don't know. Let's see how big was my raise. I have some bluffs, right? So he should flow there some of the time. Yeah, I assume it's not that bad to flow there, at least some of the times. So we got some pretty interesting action today. Unfortunately, we lost it. Big pot set against straight on NL500. We ran pretty good on NL200, so overall what a decent session. So yeah, I would sit out the next big blind. Multi-way I don't like to bet this with no equity. Just like to realize my equity. Come on, boy. I want to play my last hand, I assume. No? We don't get too big blind anymore? What happens here? These low boards I will check at this amount of time. I have also shown on value, so I don't want to get check raised, so this is not a good board. And when we do big, we bet bigger, so easy call under turn, and again the very nasty run out. Yeah, we can't call anymore. Yeah, this was it for today, boys. I hope you enjoyed. Don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button, and see you in the next video.